The campus is on lockdown. The shooter at this hour is still on the loose.
And this time, gunfire aimed at elementary school children. There are 27 victims, 20 children, 7 adults.
Chaos, complete chaos.
The majority of those who died today were children.
They are so young, all in the first grade, all of them shot more than once by a semi-automatic rifle.
Yesterday's shootings left 5 individuals dead and 1 with a very grim prognosis. The suspect was armed with a .223 semi-automatic rifle, similar in type to an AR-15. And as he progressed through the campus, it's important to note that he dropped the large bag, which also contained additional loaded magazines, a handgun, and the upper receiver for an automatic rifle.
A series of knife and shooting attacks in Santa Barbara on Friday night injured 13 and claimed the lives of 7 people.
But there's possibility that there's still an active shooter in the area.
We woke up today and the heart and soul of South Carolina was broken.
That awful person, that terrible human being who would go into a place of worship when people were praying and kill them.
Acts like this one have no place in our country and no place in a civilized society.
This evening, the son of victim and high school coach Sharonda Coleman Singleton speaks out from Southern Charleston University.
I just say love is always stronger than hate. So if we just love the way my mom would, then the hate won't be anywhere close to what love is.
A burst of gunfire in a neighborhood strip mall. A direct attack on American military recruiters at 10:45 in the morning. Offices from each branch of the service in this one row of storefronts. Marine Thomas Sullivan, who survived 2 tours in Iraq only to die in Chattanooga.
When I was a kid, during hunting season, every pickup in the parking lot had a gun in the rack behind the window. And nobody's thought about shooting anybody.
Sporadically, our eyes are open. When 8 of our brothers and sisters are cut down in a church basement, 12 in a movie theater, 26 in elementary school.
Each time we see one of these mass shootings, our thoughts and prayers are not enough.
One of the students who survived that Oregon College shooting tells her terrifying story.
I will never, ever take for granted a second, a minute, an hour, a day. Never again.
In Colorado Springs, a shooter armed with a long gun opened fire at a Planned Parenthood clinic, injuring at least 11 people.
Attention unit, CSPD is working an active shooter, and CSPD has an active shooter.
Up to 3 people had entered the building and had opened fire on people inside of the building. We do have some preliminary numbers of upwards of 14 people that are dead and upwards of 14 people that are injured.
Police say shortly after 10 this morning, they responded to 911 calls from witnesses reporting gunshots in Building 4 of the UCLA engineering facility. Helicopters hovered above. Heavily armed SWAT officers surrounded buildings, moving in formation down alleys, eventually sweeping into buildings across campus.
Christina Grimmie, rising to fame on The Voice, was signing autographs when she was shot. This photo of the singer and a fan believed to be one of her last.
The 22-year-old, known for finishing 3rd on The Voice, greeting her fans on Twitter.
We're in Orlando today. Please come to the show if you live near Orlando, Florida.
Let me start with expressing my sympathy for the families, for the loved ones of those who we have lost in the last 24 hours. We know that this affects a large segment of our community. We know that we have a very close-knit LGBT community who has been dramatically impacted by this. So to everyone who is impacted, I want you to know that our thoughts and prayers are with you, and that we are a united community, and that what we saw last night does not reflect what we feel in our hearts and our souls here in Orange County. And I am calling on every citizen here in Orange County to never forget that we stand together in times of adversity, but we don't just stand together as the city of Orlando and Orange County. We stand together as a country. We have heard from Texas, we have heard from states all across the country wanting to know what they can do to help.